Hi everybody, my name is Lorraine Tierney and I am Chat and Craft with Lorraine on Facebook, and I blog under the same name. You can find me on social media that way. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I live in Warner, New Hampshire, and I love to make cards and I love to share cards. I love to get people to send cards, and it's all a lot of fun. So today I thought I'd show you a fun fold card. I made one similar to this a couple of years ago, and this is a new and improved way of doing it, and I like this much better. So I'm going to switch my camera and then we can get started. If you do join and you're watching, please say hello. Let me know you're here. And if you catch the replay, I'd love you to let me know that too. I'll try to pick a prize winner from everybody that says hello or leaves a comment or shares. So here's what we're making tonight. This one is done with Cheerful Daisies. Sweet, that's the Cheerful Daisies paper. Hi, Jan. Which I love, and Cheerful Daisy die cuts, and then it pops up like this on the inside. So it can stand and it pops up and it has a couple of little flowers right there. And then I have an inside sentiment here. And when I go to send this, I will write my message on this piece of paper and then adhere it. After I write my message, I might put a little sticky note in there with an arrow to turn it over. Looks like I have a little glue there. I'm going to use my adhesive eraser to get that off. Okay, so that's the card. Whoops, that folded in. That pop-up fold. I've made one of these before that doesn't have the outer card on it, so then your card has that cut off corner when you fold it, and I'm not a fan of that as much. So for this one, we're going to use the Lighting the Way bundle. It has stamp sets and our stamps, some sentiments, and some great die cuts. So we're going to use some of this. I've already done the die cutting because it shakes my table too much, but I did cut out some fireflies and the lantern. And we'll use those, and we'll use a couple of stamps. For paper today, I'm using the Stargazer paper. Stargazer, let me check. Stargazing. So it has planet or star related paper on one side and then bright colors on the other, or planets. It's on the more stars. So it's fun paper. Now that I've made a mess of that, that's what we're using. And we need a bunch of DSP and a bunch of paper. So I'll show you what we need. We basically need 2 card bases. The outside one, this one that you see here, the outside is a regular 8.5 by 5.5, and I've scored it at 4 1/4. Michelle, you're the one that convinced me to buy this set, and I love it. You are right. It's a favorite. It's a great set. This card base is 8 1/4 by 5 1/4. So I took off a 1/4 of an inch on the width there and made it 5 1/4. So then to score it in half, it's scored at 4 1/8. Then you need some different pieces of paper. So on the front of the card, I'm going to do a white mat and then a piece of DSP. So the white is 5 1/4 by 4, and then the DSP is just 1/8 of an inch smaller. When I upload this over to my YouTube channel, I'll put all of these measurements in the description for you. And then on the smaller card, it gets adhered like this, so you decorate the inside. And because it's smaller, the DSP for the inside is a little bit smaller. So should I go stars on the left and bright on the right? Or should I do it the other way around? And then the little bit for a sentiment. I'm not going to put a sentiment on the front. The little bit for the sentiment would go right there, and I could sign it on the back. You let me know if you think the green should go on the left or the right. And we'll get started on a little bit on the front of the card. We are going to need my trimmer, but I'm going to move it out of the way for a minute. And we'll go ahead and put, before we put our DSP on, I did cut out a lantern, but I want there to be a little light that shines behind the lantern. Hi, Sue. So I'm going to use this large dot from the stamp set and maybe a little bit of my blending brush too, and stamp it right on the DSP. So I think I want this just about here. I'm going to try to get it straight. So I'm going to stamp that, and I think it still needs a little bit more light radiating from it. So I think I will do just a little bit more light. Oh, I have my daughter's dogs here and they're barking. I'm sorry. So I'm going to do the light like that. Can you see? Oh, I have a vote for green on the right and a vote for green on the left. I need some more votes so we can figure this out. All right, so I'm going to glue this on. So you can see this one has a beautiful orange on the back. Oh, my glue clogged up a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to put it on the white mat. This card base is the new Azure Afternoon. Oh my gosh, I love this color blue. I just love this. Oh, I hope that dog is not bothering you. I know she's bothering me. Okay, so I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to give it a good crease with my bone folder. And I'm going to put my lantern on. I like that with the light coming out. This lantern die cuts so easily. All the pieces fall out. I have done it where I've pieced some yellow back in also, or used some gold too. So I'm just going to try to put a thin line of glue. When in doubt, use your finger to take some off. And go like that. There we go. Okay. And then the other thing I was going to put on the front, and these are little dies from the set too, little fireflies. So I'll just put a dab of glue and put 3 fireflies on the front. You can see I'm just kind of going around a little bit. Oops, that one's sticking to my finger. Okay, so that's the front of our card. I love this paper pack, Michelle. I don't use it too much for planets. I do have a retired astronaut stamp set that I've used with my grandson. But I do love the paper. I love the other sides of it. I'm going to stamp the sentiment from here that says, "You are all kinds of wonderful." I love that. I'm going to use the Azure Afternoon for that one. I'm going to get this a little bit straighter on my block. Okay. Oh, I got a big halo on this. So I'm just going to use my chamois to try to get most of that off. Okay. Let's see. There we go. You are all kinds of wonderful. And now I'm going to just put this on. That way I can keep it safe and not lose it. And we'll work on the inside card base. Okay. So our inside card base needs to fold in triangles like this one. So I'll show you how we're going to do that. We're going to use our trimmer, and I'm going to close my ink before I put my thing on it. And there's a couple of different ways you can score the front. You can measure over 2.5 and down 2.5 and connect your lines, or you can make yourself a little template. This is a 2.5-inch square, and I'm going to cut it in half. And I do that by lining up the points in the cutting channel. And I start in the middle so I don't mash any points, and I go up and then down. So here's my template. And I'm going to line that up in the corner. And then with a pencil, I'm going to put a little mark. Whoops, lost my lid. A little mark at that corner and a little mark at this corner. And then I'm going to score through both pieces of paper. This is just the regular basic white. It's not the thick. So I think I can score through both pieces at one time. And I have my pencil marks lined up in the channel. So I need to know which side my green is going on, the left or the right. Okay, I don't have to worry about those pencil marks too much. They're going to be inside the card, but this pencil does erase pretty well, so I'll just do that. Okay, and now I'm going to, you can see the score lines. I'm going to gently try to fold in a little on each of those score lines. And I'll use my finger to just help them fold in until I can push it in like so. And then encourage it to line up and give it a good burnish with your bone folder. And then you go in like that. Okay. So now we have to trim our paper. And once I trim it, I can't switch them. So let's see. We have a green on the left and we have a green on the right. The little sentiment piece is going to go over it. I think I'm going to put the green on the left and have the piece with the sentiment just have the star background. Okay. So now I need to chop off a bit of each corner. Oh, I had another vote for green on the right. I really have two for green on the right. I'm gonna have to switch it. Sue comes in at the last moment. Okay, so I'm gonna take that same template, that 2.5 inch template, and I'm gonna make a couple of marks on this one. I'm having trouble keeping it lined up, so I'm going to use the corner of my trimmer to hold things in right there. So now I'm going to put those pencil marks in my cutting groove or cutting channel and cut that off. And just take care of any little stray marks. Now this one will fit here nicely, but this is too big. So I'm going to take a 1/4 inch off of one long side, just a 1/4 inch, and then that will fit in there. Okay, I'll glue that on after I cut the other side. So I want to do both of them. Now on this one, I have to cut this triangle off, this corner off. And so again, this one doesn't seem to be sliding as much, but I don't know if I'm going to see that pencil mark very well. So I'm going to use the triangle to help me get it in line. And then I'm just going for it. Okay, and that will go there. And take a 1/4 inch off. Okay. Oh, Sue, you're sweet. You say either way is okay. Well, it's going on the right. So let's get these pieces, whoops, wrong glue, glued on. I'm going to put the little triangle up in there. And then the bigger piece over here. And then we'll glue this one in. That would be pretty too, with the two bright colors. Maybe I should have done that. Next one. And did I trim that? Yes, I did. Okay. So now I have my inside card base made. And we're going to put a couple of things on it before I put it inside. So we are going to put this on. I'm going to put it right over there. There we go. Oh, that's good. That came off. I thought I had a smudge. Now this firefly gets die cut in 3 pieces. He has a body, some wings. And, uh-oh, where'd his other piece of body go? Oh, it was still on the plate. And then he has this little piece that becomes his tail. So I'm going to try to put these together without making a mess. I'm going to use a glue dot on the vellum. I cut his wings, or her wings, out of vellum. But first I'm going to put the body together. Sometimes I have glue dots lying around here from a kit. These glue dots, these mini glue dots, are a little bit big. I'm looking to see if I have any other glue dots. I'm going to grab a kit. Well, of course, I'm not going to find. Okay, here's a kit. This is a paper pumpkin kit. And, oh, no, this one's not going to have glue dots in it. Watch. Ah, it doesn't have glue dots. Oh, well. Sometimes the paper pumpkin kit glue dots don't show through the vellum. This one might show a little bit, but it's almost the same size as the head, so maybe not. That's pretty good. There's our little firefly. I'm just going to put that on. And then we can put a firefly on each of these little triangles. Now they can stick out above the triangle. I'm going to take that one off from it because when the card folds, that comes inside. Okay, they can even stick off the edge of that fold because it will be okay when it folds. But they can't hang over this triangle score line because that would get in the way. They can't hang over that. So I'm going to have them, I think I'm going to have them fly in opposite directions. This one kind of gets lost on there a little bit. So what can we do about that? I could put, too bad I didn't save the orange side of that. I could just put a little orange piece over that. Do an orange. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave the stars. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to punch a little circle. This one might be too big. Maybe we'll cut it in half. Okay, so I could have it be, yeah, and it could go like that. Kind of like that. I like it on the orange circle. Oh, I'm glad you like the firefly. He is pretty cute, isn't he? It's almost like he's on an orange moon now. So now I'm just going to put him just like that. There's no mistakes in crafting, just an opportunity to do something a little bit different. Okay, so he still fits there. And this one I could put over here. Can't get that wing. Or I could put him down here. Oh, what do you think? Where should that second firefly go? Yes, Sue, kind of like a moon. Where should that second firefly go? Let's put this inside our other vase, and then we'll figure that out. So this vase, like this, needs to get adhered in here. And I want a border around there, and I want it to just come to that score line. Okay, it can't be over the score line or the card won't close. And this is what I mean. I had made this card before and it didn't have the outer side. And so you saw it with one corner off. It was decorated, but it still looked like it was missing a corner because it was missing a corner. All right, so I'm going to put some glue back here. And now I'm going to try to get this even, but not too close to that score line. There we go. And now I'll leave that in there and add some glue to this part. When I made this card before, I used the dragonfly, and that was really cute too. We still have that dragonfly punch. That would be really cute in there. So here it is. What do I have on here? That's going to drive me bonkers. Okay. Like that. I think I do want to put him flying towards the words so that we look towards the words of "You are all kinds of wonderful." And then that, I'm going to grab my embellishments. I'm going to see if I have something that's pretty flat but a little sparkly that we could just put on the firefly where the wings meet the body. So the rhinestones would be a little too bumpy, I think. I don't want it to be. I have a couple of these, but I don't know if yellow would work. How about the pebbled path? What do you think? Let me see. You might take your pick tool, but oh, it is here. Okay. Let's see what you think. Do you think I should put a little something on there? Can you see it? Yeah. What do you think? Does that belong there? I don't know if I have anything else that is flat. I have some little black shiny ones. Oh, maybe a black is better. I'm going to try a black. I didn't push that other one down. Whoa, this one just fell off. Okay. I kind of like a little shine on there. I guess I could have used Wink of Stella. Sue's not so sure about that pebbled path one. I think I'm going to put another black one on there just because I can see that glue dot a little bit. You probably couldn't, but I like the little black part on there. And that is our inside pop-up card. If my message is too long to write here, I'll just add another piece of paper back there. I have a question for you. How do you store your embellishments? Look at the mess mine are in. I clearly need a new way to store my embellishments. I would love it if you would tell me how you store yours and send me pictures. So this is the inside pop-up card. Here it is in the Lighting the Way bundle. And here it is with the cheerful daisies. And I could put a die cut over here on either one of these. You can decorate it up as much as you would like. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it very much. I'd love to help you make cards. If you have any questions or there's anything you'd like to learn, I'm going to try to switch these around. I'd be happy to try to help you. I love to have new people join my team. Hobby demonstrators are more than welcome and are the best, where you're shopping for yourself and just enjoying all the perks of being a demonstrator. If you'd like to join my team, just reach out. I'd be happy to have you. All right, I hope you have a great Monday night. Thanks for watching. Please comment and you'll have a chance to win a prize. Have a great night. Bye-bye.